It's nothing like that. Oh, the earth is ghetto. I wanna leave. Gonna beam me up. Oh my God, you guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey guys, it's Wahima, but just call me Wah. Melanated. All right, so let's just do a little bit of Married at First Sight, spoilers, background information. I try not to do these because I want to have the pure experience of watching this show. But this character on this season of 90 Day Fiancé has been so outrageous after just 3 episodes that when this tea came out, I had to spill it. Now, I know plenty of sites have spilled it before I have, and I just feel like I have to join the fray at this point because his behavior is ridiculous. And I'm talking about Chris Williams, the failed Subway franchise owner, married to Paige from season 12 of Married at First Sight. So he's gonna this whole like I'm the youngest black owner of a franchise brand nonsense. Like, I know people who own Subways. Like, yes, it is a big accomplishment, but it's not something to be like, I'm an entrepreneur. Like, whatever. I want to thank everybody who's in the room right now. Thank you so much for joining me on Friday at 6 p.m. or 9 p.m. or 12 a.m., depending on where you are. But yo, oh, the earth is ghetto and I want to leave. Come and beam me up, please. Oh my God. It is wild in these streets. Okay, so now I'm gonna go to Soap Dirt, and I'm gonna just read you the article from Soap Dirt. I have 2 articles. I think I put it in the description box of this video. I also did link in the chat his wedding proposal to his first wife, Mercedes. They literally have all of her business in this article. Okay, so I'm gonna read this to you because I don't want to stumble over my words, and also I didn't do the research, so let me give Soap Dirt the credit where credit is due. Okay, this is the one I want to read. All right, so it says Married at First Sight, Chris Williams timeline points to COVID baby and Married at First Life. No, Married at First Sight overlap. Married at First Sight, Chris Williams' timeline between breaking up with his ex and starting the show is very tight. Was there an overlap or not? Chris married Paige Banks on the show this week, but there is more to come with his complicated Married at First Sight situation. Chris met his ex, Mercedes, and started dating her in October of 2019. By February of 2020, Chris Williams was engaged to her. And again, I dropped the engagement video in the chat. The selection process for Married at First Sight started March 2020. Allegedly, Chris Williams and his ex were dating through the selection process into the spring of 2020. By June, the two had been bitten by the COVID bug, and social media points to them being quarantined together. It could be that Chris broke up with her soon after quarantine as filming started on Married at First Sight in early summer. Whether Chris knew he had a baby on the way or not when filming still remains to be seen. But promos for MAFS show he definitely knew during the filming because he must tell his new wife Paige about it. Will Paige Banks ask for a divorce by decision day? That remains to be seen as the season unfolds. The timing suggests Chris was engaged at the end of June 2020 and wed Paige Banks on Married at First Sight by the end of August. Paige learns about the ex just minutes after marrying Chris when he reveals that he got a tattoo cover-up of his ex's name on his wrist. Whew. Chris and Paige have several things in common. Paige is a part-time realtor. He's into flipping houses. Chris sent her an infinity card, and Paige has an infinity tattoo on her wrist. Paige seems to be a little put out by the news of the engagement, but we don't know if it's going to be a deal breaker for her. Fans of the show think Chris is a player and wonder if Paige will get hurt. Oh my God. I hate calling him a player. That makes it seem like he has it makes me so mad because he made it seem like the reason why he broke up with his ex-wife is because they didn't have the same goals or the same understanding of what I guess marriage was, right? And he's talking about he wants a God-fearing woman, somebody that is basically going to stroke his ego, that is going to wait on him hand and foot. And he was really tired of dating women who were only interested in him for his money. But it's like, you're the one who puts all that energy out there. You're the one who wants this trophy wife or whatnot. The ex, Mercedes, will make an appearance on in some fashion on the show in the futures. Fans speculate and think that he may have known about the baby before filming. Whew. Lord have mercy. I mean, somebody said it in the chat, one of my earlier chats. My sister said it. I didn't see it because, I don't like this. I don't like the spoilers so soon. I want to give them an opportunity. I don't want to judge as quickly as, I just don't want to judge super, super quickly and go in on these people, because at the end of the day, number one, they're real people. Number two, this has the opportunity of them seeing it. And I don't necessarily want to talk so much shit about people that when they see my work, they're like, oh, this person really hates me. Like, I don't want that. I want it to be this kind of barrier between, me and them, and then what I say about them, because, it stays on the internet forever, right? So I just want to really be careful with how I approach people. But Chris, if this is true, and allegedly the producers actually reached out to him. Now, I don't know how true that is, but that is what I saw. That's what I read somewhere on these streets. And I'm really just kind of like, if that's the truth, then is this show even real? Or did they just add this couple in to stir the mix? And if that's so, is Paige aware of it? Because if Paige is aware of it and she's on board and it's just a produced segment, then okay, let it be what it is. But if she's not aware of it, then the producers are really playing with her heart. And I don't know how the experts are going to live this up, are going to live with this, because I still judge Dr. Pepper and Pastor Cal for, dating Mindy up with that one guy, dating Katie up with Luke. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's always these really bad matches, and it's like, are they wrong? Are they a part of it? Are the experts, a part of the producing factor? Or are these producers just like dirty dogs? So it's really interesting because he's so worried about his wife being ugly and all this stuff when he is ugly himself. First of all, out on the inside, he's definitely ugly. And also the fact that he's bringing a child into this situation, into this like crazy mix up. And if it were the shoe on the other foot and the woman had had a child, would he be open to that? Paige thinks that God brought her together, got her on this show, made it so that this was possible. And this entire time, this dude is just over here like allowed to run amok and do whatever he wants to do. I'm very disgusted with this. Thank you, Courtney. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Oh, and Molly, thank you so much for the super chat. You guys, I'm so sorry I wasn't looking at it. I was reading the article. I wasn't seeing your guys' super chats, but I want to thank you so much. And thank you so much to Tiana, who's in the room. And I think I saw Lynn J here as well. Thank you to my moderators. You guys are amazing. And yeah, I did hear that the ex, Michelle, thank you. I did hear that the ex was going to be on the show. And so I'm super interested in like what is going on. My internet is not the best, you guys, so sorry about that. So we have Amber in the room who says that he is 100% a producer setup. Pastor Cal, someone said that Pastor Cal admitted that he was 100% tricked. Oh my God, Bella Jasmine, thank you so much for the super chat. You guys are really coming through with the super chat today. So my thing is that like, look at this. I found this amazing picture of Paige. And I'm just like, how dare you try to say that this woman isn't beautiful and that you were worried that she was going to be ugly. Look at this. This is like giving us some, she's giving us first lady vibes. You know what I'm saying? She's giving wife of the boss. She's giving us a little bit of a Michelle Obama with this bomb ass wig she's wearing. And he's giving us like dumpy, deacon. Right? He's giving us like the deacon they don't really put up there because he stutters vibe. And like, he gonna talk about Paige? Like, calm down. Ill. He gets on my nerves. Ill. I'm gonna actually keep this picture up of her because I love it so much and he is an idiot. It just like, I mean, obviously, it's got some work done to it. But you know what I'm saying? Like this is insane. She's gorgeous. Thank you so much. It's like ridiculous. It's gross. His behavior, his dad's behavior. And you know what? I can tell that a lot of this comes from his dad too, because I was watching, also, another thing that I think I noticed, and I might be wrong, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it anyway. It looks like his parents aren't even married, which is probably why they use his grandparents as an example of like their 40-year marriage. Because I was wondering why his parents weren't the ones actually in those scenes. I thought it was because maybe he was estranged from them, or, his grandparents were the ones who actually raised him. But no, his parents were there. And it looks like his dad was at that engagement to his first ex, Mercedes, and I could tell it was him. It was big old blocky shoulders, like wearing that old big blocky suit, and he was with a woman that wasn't Chris's mother. Danny says that she's still mad about Luke. Yeah, I'm still mad about Luke too. I feel like that was a waste of our time. His dad is disgusting. So listen, this is the ring he got for her, and he's gonna say that he doesn't want somebody to use him for his money. But look at this ring. Not to say it's not, it's great. The ring is absolutely amazing. But like, you're out here doing this. You spent how much money on this ring for this woman that you didn't even stay with, and that you got pregnant because of whatever reason. And we already know in the previews that him and Paige have been having sex every day, and she's not been using condoms. I just feel like this man wants to have several wives, or have a wife and somebody on the side. I think he's about that like glory life of just having extra. Like I told you, I feel like he's a cheater. I think he's just one of those men who feel like they need to be fruitful and go out and, soil their royal oats because he thinks he's so great and awesome. Somebody has been in his head. His ego is through the roof. So it's just like, it's ridiculous. It's still so ridiculous. I'm still, Shemgim says, I'm still mad about Luke, Zach, and Michael, though Michael was a liar, so I don't know what could have been done. Yeah, oh my God, Michael was a liar. And that was so embarrassing because Mika kept trying to not embarrass him, but he kept doubling down until she just had to be like, you're a fucking liar, bro. You do not even teach yoga. You clean the mats at the yoga studio. And Zach and Mindy, bro, Zach was so wrong for that. Oh man, it's just so gross, and I just wish that we didn't have to waste our time with this sort of super produced situation. Anyways, they were all up in Mercedes' business, girl. They're gonna talk about how Mercedes works for NBA Live and where she's originally from. And I guess because she's a personality on TV, all this information was available. And I'm just like, what is this gonna be like in the end? Like, was he really with her? Did producers reach out to him? And if so, why? Is it because he auditioned for it prior to and they just had his name on file? Like, what makes him so interesting that they had to call him in for the show? Oh yeah, Brandon Taylor. Oh yeah, Brandon and Taylor were an absolute mess because Brandon needs therapy on his own. He got problems. I mean, Taylor has problems too, but she at least knows how to behave. And it also looks like Chris is gonna try to fight Jacob or Eric or something. And I'm just like, why? What could Eric possibly say to you to make you want to get up and fight with him? Eric? Are you that much of a simp to where you're going to go after Eric? Who cares what Eric says about you, bro? Like, that is so weird. Oh, Shay says, Mercedes is from Detroit. I have a few mutual friends with her. What if Mercedes agreed for him to do this, says Shay. I wouldn't put it past them. I mean, I don't know what they would get monetarily out of it, especially because it was done so sloppily. Like, are they just wanting to be on some other kind? This is not the reality show for them if that's the case. Onyx says these people must be paid a nice penny to behave the way that they do on these shows. Yes. But maybe it's not even about the money though. I really do think it's about the clout more than anything, because they can give you what? I mean, how much would someone have to give me for me to behave like Victoria or Chris? Like 10K? And then 10K, I'm doing what with that 10K? I'm investing it into something. I'm putting it just in my savings. Like, I can't just sit on 10K, right? You got to like try to flip it somehow. And then what? It's the notoriety. It's the influence clout. It's those subscriptions. It's the engagement. It's the followers. It's all that. That is what really, really is the currency of these days. Like, if you have enough reach and you can become a mini influencers, these brands will reach out to you and provide you money to promote their product. I mean, how many of us know about a lot of the things that we know about due to our Facebook, our Instagram, the people that we follow, the people that we watch? Like, anytime I know about anything, it's because of Kev on Stage and one of their advertisings, or Reality Cray Cray. I listen to their advertising. I'm somebody who does that. Like, I'm like, oh, this person, and I get a discount, and they support my, somebody that I really enjoy watching. Yeah, I'll do whatever the ad says, or or whatnot. And Instagram gets me all the time. So that is a currency within itself. Ramsterdam says they want to be famous and they don't care how. I don't even think it's about famous, Ramsterdam. It's not about them being famous, right? It's about having a following. And when you have a following, you have clout, you have currency. Hard to Know says he talks like he has all this money when he slings Subway sandwiches. What's wrong with him? Well, no, I mean, having a Subway franchise is any kind of franchise is a valid business. If you own a McDonald's, or you're a part owner in a McDonald's franchise, like, those franchise make you a lot of money, and you can do really well with that, especially if you don't actually have to be in there working. I don't like, you can, it's a good thing, but the fact that he doesn't have it anymore, he lost it, I wonder what happened. Onyx said, unfortunately, followers don't always equal outcome. Plenty of people have followers, are fake flossing to more like social currency. You're right, Onyx. However, if your audience is with you and they're engaging, or they're like, teenagers who are asking their parents for stuff, then you could end up having a lot of clout. Advertisers will want to use you to advertise for them. I heard the Subway he owned closed. Yeah, that's what I said. He lost it. I didn't know it closed. But yeah, I did hear that too. And he doesn't even own it anymore. That flat tummy tea money though. Yes, Danny. There are so many people peddling the flat tummy tea. I think they reached out to me, and it was Teamy Blends reached out to me, and I'm like, you gotta pay me. Like, I can't just tell my audience to do whatever because I tried it out. I'm beyond that. I have a price. Like, you got to pay me to do it. And I don't care that I don't have the clout or I don't have enough subscribers to do so. You still need to pay me because I got bills to pay. I got things to purchase. No. I have a retirement to save up. I have a baby to pay for. So, not yoga mat fibers. Are people still going to Subway? LOL. Apparently, this is on a very side note. Subway, apparently their tuna sandwich isn't actually tuna. Ew, what is it? Ew. What? I just read that like somewhere, and I'm just like, oh no. Raven says, wow, he spent all his money on takeout. Shake my head. MC Hammer broke. Oh. Kirby says, I'm ready for the next season. This season is a wash. They did a terrible job of matching. Let's just call it over. Chris, Michael, and the other black guy from his season messed up. No, I still want to know Vincent and Brianna. I still need Ryan and Clara. And those are the only two I'm interested in. Like, Haley and Jacob. I feel like Haley and both Jacob are going to push each other away. And Eric and the Lush, I don't know what's going to happen with them, but they're not as interesting for me. Samantha says Chris's father was gross. Oh yeah, definitely gross. He was inappropriate. And I feel like they're just doing this so that we can talk about them, to get clout, to be, more on TV. It was disgusting. I stopped eating Subway years ago when I got sick. I haven't been back to Subway yet, says Sunday Ocean. Oh. I still every once in a while crave me a Subway. You know what I crave sometimes too is Quiznos. Oh, remember Quiznos was like the fancy Subway? They toasted your bread. It was good. I think now I do, what is the other one? It's not Jersey Mike's. What do? I do another Subway sandwich type place. It's not Jersey Mike's. It's another one. Anyways, I can't remember. Let me take this picture down. Oh, the earth is ghetto. I wanna leave. Won't you beam me up? Okay, I'm back. All right, so this season is it's going to be a season of watching Chris embarrass Paige. It is. But I'm also here to watch other people recap it. Like, I really like watching Kev on Stage and that chick Angel and her husband do it. Like Mrs. Kev on Stage, Kev on Stage. Like, I love the Bald and the Beautiful, and they're gonna be reviewing it. And so it's interesting to hear like married people's point of view and then a singles person's point of view. So I am interested in that because I really do feel like I missed out last season on Married at First Sight, which is why I came back this season, because I was hearing about it but I never watched it. Jimmy John's pot bellies. Oh my god, pot bellies is not, at least where I am in California. Okay, it was in New York City, and that, ooh girl, ooh, pot bellies was so bomb. Pot bellies is so bomb. I forgot about pot bellies. Oh, delicious. Bomb. Firehouse subs are cool. Yeah, they're cool. But there's something else that I normally get. Maybe it's like California specific. Jimmy John's, I do get it, but the Jimmy John's owner like takes picture with like endangered species or something, or he likes to shoot rhinos and like catch sharks and take pictures with them. He's gross, so I didn't want to support him anymore. Chris completely vomited all his BS the first 10 minutes of the meeting her. How can he say a word about her looks? It makes me cringe. Oh yeah, he just has such an ego. He thinks that whatever he does is okay. I imagine he's one of those men that just feel like they could say and do whatever, and it's up to the woman to be the perfect one, right? The women are the ones that need to be holier than thou, and the men just need to try. And as long as they're trying and they're talking to their pastors and they're going in their prayer closet once every month to kind of beat away the devil, and then they revamp their relationship with God, then they're fine. It's that kind of like hypocrisy that the patriarchy pushes out. Like, men are so weak. They're so weak. Ugh. Oh, they had great couples and messy people. Jimmy John's is a Trumpster. Yeah, I don't go to Jimmy John's. JW says this disgusting behavior flowed so naturally from them, so I think it's not far from reality. Shay Davis says the trophy wife comment took the cake for me. It did. Chris's attitude is a religious thing. In my experience with black men in the church, in my experience, I'm not saying it is a religious thing all over. I'm just saying that he's that type. There is a type of religious man in the black community church that is like constantly faulting, and they're out doing whatever, but because they go to church every Sunday, it's like it's okay. And they get to wash their sins away, and they talk about how they're weak and they're only a man. I'm weak or whatever. And they expect women to be the ones to like hold it together. I heard his pastor friend only stepped in because the two other people pull out due to COVID. Oh, planning with Danny says yes. Chris comes off as a complete misogynist. Oh yeah, he's a chauvinist, he's a misogynist, he's definitely all of those things. By the way, Paige's friends had her back 100%. Love the friendship, protection, loyalty between the gorgeous women. Oh, I did too. The thing is though, what could they do? I think the one friend with the dreads who, girl who styled her hair, yes, come to a wedding. She was like, wait a minute. So what do you mean when you say this? And then there was one friend with the clips who just like wanted the clips to hold this bit down. And she was more forgiving. But I also think like if it were me and it were my friend and they were on this show and they were really thinking that God brought them together with this person and they were really excited about this situation, and I found out the husband was kind of a dirtbag, I don't know that I would tell them at the wedding. I don't know I would say anything because I want them to have an opportunity to meet them, and maybe I'm wrong, but I don't want to be that naysayer right away. I want to support them as much as possible. I don't want them to go on the honeymoon being upset. Ramsterdam says, "Wow, if Paige was your friend, would you have told her what he said about her?" Yes, but not there. Like, not at the wedding. I would have said something afterwards. As soon as they come back from the honeymoon, I would have been like, "How are things going?" Okay, and then seeing how things going. Now, if things end up like, because they have 8 weeks, right? So if by the fourth week everything is good, fifth week everything is good, I would keep in contact, and then maybe at the end, or maybe if they did something, like I would say, "Hey, girl, I just wanted to let you know that at the wedding, this is what he said, but I didn't say anything to you because I saw that you were having a good time with him, and I really am rooting for you, and I want the best for you. And now that you know him the way you've known him for the last 4 weeks, here's the information I have, and you can take it and go with it wherever you will." But if they were perfect the whole time, I wouldn't say shit. Like, listen, I've been scarred too many times by friends loving their partners, and it's really hard in my experience with some of my friends it's really hard to tell a bitch, like, this person's not right for you. Especially if she's lonely and all she wants is to get married. It's really hard to tell them that. And even if you did tell them that, then it could sow dissent. Maybe they don't like you because they're like, "Oh, you don't like my husband," and blah, 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 blah. And like, listen, I don't have time for that. Laura Crawford says okay, we're still talking about his Subway. Danny says, "I wouldn't say it at the wedding, but once they got home, I'm singing like a canary." Aja says, "Because then she'll just be pissed off at the wedding, but I don't know. I wouldn't want her letting him hit knowing it." I know. Okay, I see what you're saying. "No, you tell your friend from the beginning," says Kimby. Tanisha, "I would be the friend that wouldn't have any positive vibes." Lynn J says, "I would tell Paige everything. Other than that, you were my 5. I would not tell you." That's true. "I would want to know ASAP," says Hot Cocoa Bang Bang. Yeah, I mean, but I would have to be friends with you to see how you behave. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you have friends who, when they find somebody who kind of likes them, they fucking lose their mind. And then you try to tell them this person's not right for you, and then you don't hear back from them for a month because they've been shacking up with that person. So it's like, listen, I'm 38. We grown. You a grown ass woman. Like, when I was 24, yes, I would have said something. 26, yes. 30, absolutely. But almost 40, bitch, this man is trash. Like, you're still making these decisions. You're an adult. I can't live your life for you. I can't be in your life. I can't be in your life like that. I mean, it depends on our relationship. I have a homegirl who, yes, I could absolutely tell that to, and she would take it. I have several other homegirls who are too sad and lonely to take that information like that. They're just gonna like do what they want to do until they're done. So I'm gonna let them do it. Bella Jasmina says, "Yes, I always thought I was wrong for not saying something ASAP, but I feel you. I have told friends what I felt they needed to know, and they made me feel like I'm the bad guy. Some friends don't want to listen to you." Exactly. So it's like, you as a grown ass woman, you do you. I gave you, you see the red flags. If you ask me, like, what do you think? What was your vibe? Then yes, I'll tell you what I thought. I've learned the hard way not to tell my friends about their man. Oh, come on, Lynn J. I've learned the hard way too. I lost a whole friend over it. And did she break up with that person 2 months later? Yes. Are we friends now? No, bitch. No, I don't do that. You gonna fight with me over a man? Take him and run, and don't come back. But the thing is, though, I just Kristen, oh girl, you know what I'm talking about? Yes. Like, I just, when I was young, absolutely, you run into situations like that. But now as an adult, like, you know what's going on. Whoop whoop, 1982. Ow. It was a good ass year. Okay, Tina B says, "The only way I would say something at the wedding is if they were in danger from him." Yeah, I definitely wouldn't say anything at the wedding. I would say something at the end of the courtship. I don't mind being the bad girl, says Ramsterdam. Bella Jasmina says, "Yes, I lost a friend too." Anika says, "He's so self-righteous and entitled, but I absolutely agree. Paige's friends were in a tough spot." Hot Cocoa Bang Bang says, "You're right. I have a friend who would absolutely cut me off for telling them that. I pointed out some red flags to a friend and she said I don't want her to be happy." Yeah, girl, I don't have time for that shit. I don't have time to, You know this person's not right for you. I've had some I've read text messages of some guy talking to my friend real reckless, and I was like, listen, boo, I know you're sad, I know you're lonely, I am too, but that comment, that is something that person, this is who you are. Like, if he's commenting on who you are, and I'm telling you as a friend, this is who you are, you're not going to say you're not this person. He doesn't like that about you. So Biggie bounce. Like, get out of that. He has the audacity to say that to you, then he needed to go. I don't even know why he's trying to like tell you about yourself. Well, who are you to tell me about myself? We just met. Yep, 30-year friendship gone over some stupid shit with my girl's dude. I don't play that. Amber Stapleton says, unfortunately, I think because Paige is so religious, she will put up with a lot of Chris's BS, and that's why I don't trust the church. Amber, I think that she will. I hope that she doesn't. It's also because she's young. Like, she's only 26, and I'm not saying that that's like too young to know better, but I think that she is like on a path, and everything in her life has been like, she's been doing it, right? She, as an accountant, bought her house at 21, is a renter. Like, her life has been rolling along. And I think that this opportunity has come, and she's gotten on the show, and she's definitely seeing it as a sign of God. So I think that she really thinks that, this was ordained. And so she's going to do her best with it, which is what you should do in a marriage in general, I think. But it depends on your scope. It depends on your outlook on life and what you want. She did say to Clara that if a man makes her feel like she can let down her guard or whatever, and he's worthy of it, that she would be submissive. So I don't know if Chris is going to give off that aura to her. He doesn't give off that aura to me, but that doesn't mean he doesn't give off that aura to her. And I don't know what her field of vision is. So Kirby Williams says Biggie bounce. Aja says, I don't feel like watching a black woman be embarrassed on TV, so I had to fast forward their scenes. You know what? A lot of times that's how I feel about all of the housewives. That's how I feel about all of the Love and Hip Hops. But not to say that they're all being embarrassed, but that's just in general how I feel about those shows, which is why I can't get into them. But I want to support Paige, and I want to be on her side, and I just want to dislike Chris. So I think I'm going to still watch it, but I see why you had to fast forward it. Ooh, he's really not cute. That picture is bothering me. Doesn't he seem like a deacon who doesn't get to preach, and when he does, he stutters? Like, what is, like, ugh. I know he thinks he looks so sharp in that suit. Blah. Anyways, I'm so pissed the producers set this black woman up like this. I mean, well, they did it to Mindy last season, or season 10. So it happens to somebody every season. They did it to Kate. So it happens to somebody every season. Self-love is very important. Ramstein says life is too short not to tell friends. Aspasia! Hi, welcome. Ciara says she may not understand that this is a hardship she doesn't need. Exactly, Ciara. Exactly, or Sierra. That is what it is. She may not know. I think black church grooms black men to be misogynist. They think submit means bow down. And let me walk all over you. It depends on your church. It depends on your denomination, whether or not, you really believe that the man is the head of the household, and that it's his job to no, I get it. To a certain extent, this is a sort of something to do to kind of build up black men and to let them know that they're kings of their castle, and give them the confidence and the encouragement to be, the head of the household. However, sometimes it goes wrong. And that wrong can turn into misogyny very easily, especially if the women in his life aren't checking him. And I don't think the women in his life are checking Chris. Katie says, that's who we should be mad with, is the producers. Oh, no, I'm definitely mad with them. Paige is so is Paige pregnant or some other female? Aspasia, it's another woman. It's the woman that he met in October, got engaged with in February. In spring, they got COVID, so they had to quarantine. And during that, he got her pregnant, his fiance. And then it looks like, because of the timeline, that by the beginning of summer, that's when he started filming. So he had only broken up with her like a couple of months before he married Paige. I think 3 at the most. And we don't know if when he got the call from producers that he was actually with her then. There is some speculation that she might be a part of it, like understanding that he's a part of this show, and then letting him just go on the show for clout. But yeah. He's got a baby on the way, and I think the baby's due in March of this year, and he has to tell Paige that, and she's going to find out on the show, as well as we're going to have some kind of mention or phone conversation with the ex on the show as well. Aja says they take it to the extreme. Man said he wants a submissive freak, and they really aired it. Oh my God. Mercedes is his ex's name. Raven says they made it look like he got Paige pregnant too. Oh, she said that she had sex unprotected. Yeah. I mean, did he get her pregnant or did Paige get herself pregnant? Did two married people have sex and get married? Oh, the earth is ghetto. I wanna leave. I don't think it's the woman's job to check him. He needs to be responsible for taking care of his baggage. No, you're right, Josie. But I'm just saying, like when someone is being raised up in the church, like there needs to be some kind of checks and balances. Oh, Beastmaster, I haven't seen you in a long time. How are you? I think you guys aren't giving her enough credit. She was side eyeing him when he was talking there one-on-one. Oh yeah, no, she definitely was. I just don't know how she's going to behave. So we're just throwing out some options here. We just don't know. So I don't think that we're just discrediting her right off, Beastmaster. I think we're just kind of like all thinking about what the worst that can happen. Oh my God, I just can't with men who have several women pregnant at the same time. Irresponsible sperm slinging. I'm there for all the couples fighting with Chris. I'm team Brianna and Vincent. Me too, Aspasia. Definitely with them. Sierra says this might be petty, but when Paige divorces him, she better take as much as possible. It's not petty, it's hilarious, and she should. Onyx says, with his nasty face and attitude, I'm sure. Oh, God, yes. Shay Davis says, I think Brianna being bossy is going to work well for Vincent because he's Hispanic, and I'm sure the women in his life have strong personalities also. I know it depends on his family structure. I don't think it's necessarily all Hispanics. I know, it's not all Hispanic males. Let me tell you. Anika says the way his dad spoke to her made my skin crawl. Oh, who you telling? Who are you absolutely telling? Who are you telling? That was so uncomfortable. And I thought to myself, why didn't his wife pull him aside? But that feeds into my theory that his parents are no longer married. And so she was just kind of like, I'm not going to touch this man. He's an idiot. That's why I divorced him. Yeah, I do believe they signed prenups as well. No cap, as soon as he talked about his ex so much at the wedding, I would have dubbed him. Oh yeah, that's the thing that I would have let go of. Is he's like, yeah, it's funny, my ex. And then he said something else about his ex too. And I was just like, why are we talking about her? If I were Paige, I just would have made up an ex story too. I'd been like, yeah, my ex too, yeah. Oh, him? Yeah, we just broke up last week. When did you break up with your ex? Yeah, we broke up around that same time too. Yeah, he was fine. Was your ex fine? Janelle says, I'm just tuning in now because I got off work. Just had to clip in and tell you I love your recap video. Oh, thank you so much, Janelle. Thank you so much for your support. Yeah, definitely the dad is test. How the hell did he slide up her panties then and unprotected? What do you mean? How the hell did he slide up in her panties? They're married. That dude was a clue he was not over his ex. That was a clue. Yeah. A. Hamilton says, I think this season is going to be the Chris and Paige show. Anika says the X-Files should remain closed at the wedding. Oh, absolutely. He should have waited until after the honeymoon to tell her about it. I mean, for me, I would have needed to know after the honeymoon. I don't want to know about an ex at all. Ever. It's so funny that that's where a lot of my lady friends and I differ. They always want to know, like, is that his ex? Like, Instagram. Okay. Was she? Okay. Me? No. I don't want to know anything. And I don't remove every picture. I don't want to see it. If it's her, lie to me and tell me it's your cousin. I don't even want to think about it. I want to come in with just, it's me and you, nothing else. I don't want to know. I'm not interested, because what's going to happen is once I find out who she is and what she does and all that stuff, then I'm going to be curious and then I'm going to jump in, and then it's going to cloud my current relationship. I don't want it, and I don't need it. And I'm not even doing it like, I'm not interested. Like I have friends who just look at the ex and go, "Oh, you're attracted to that person, then why are you attracted to me?" Like that is just self-sabotaging. I hate when they do that. It's like, no, don't even worry about that other person. Just let it go. Who cares? This person likes you, you like them. You know, walk off into the distance together. I can't believe Chris isn't over the ex. I think he likes how his ex looks better. Oh yeah, I definitely think that his ex was conventionally what a lot of people would consider beautiful. And not that she isn't, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with her specifically. I just think that she looks different than Paige. Yeah, there's no point in talking about exes. He was talking about his ex because she looks like what he's used to. Maya, case of the ex. Exactly. Paris October says, I don't need to know about her. It's not worth it. Leave it alone. Exactly. Honey Lemon says, oh, yes, I see. Kirby says, I would have left that bastard right there when he started talking about her. It's a show, Kirby. They need to stay on for our entertainment. Michelle LC says, you're live same time new episode of Love After Lockup is on. Oh, my God. I am. Wait, no, it's 6. Oh, Love After Lockup is on other places. I'm sorry for those of you guys who are watching Love After Lockup. Watch it later. This is more important. I'm almost done. I agree. No reason to hear about the ex. I think this ex conversation is important as to finding out what they think went wrong. Oh, no. See, Raven, I don't need to know what you think went wrong. You just do what you just handle what you figure out what went wrong in your old relationship, handle it, and come into this relationship new. I just cannot. But I mean, if you want to, that's perfectly anyone's preference to do whatever they want to do. All right, you guys, there are 235 people in this room. Hello. Can we go on ahead and give a thumbs up because there are 73 likes. So if you just want to exit the chat, if you're on your phone, just a little X in the upper right hand corner of the chat box, and then like the video, and then come right back in. I'm going to sing the song that I stole from my friend Chris. Not this Chris, my friend Christine Farah. Thumbs, 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 thumbs it up. Thumbs it up. Thumbs it up. I said thumbs, 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 thumbs it up. Thumbs it up. There we go. 92 likes. Yes. Thank you. Ooh, the thing that's the most shocking to me that's dealing with the ex is the fact that there is a whole child coming into this world. And I'm going to be honest with you. If I didn't meet you with a child, and then I find out you have a child, and on top of that, you're a misogynist jerk, that's someone that I'm going to have to teach how to be a nice human being, I'm going to have to get out of this marriage. I don't know that I could do it. Like, I don't know. And it's not the child. It's just it's everything that comes with the child. It's the child support, right? Right. If he makes as much money as, he says he makes now, what, 15%? I don't know how much child support is. Of that is just gone. Is the mother, Mercedes, going to ask for child support? Is it going to be, 50-50 custody? And I'm automatically a mother now, and now my life is completely changed, and maybe Paige is down for it, and it depends on the situation. Now, if I were madly in love with this person and I knew this person was right for me, I would take the baby, and it'd be fine. But for Married at First Sight, I don't know. I don't know. How is Mercedes going to treat Paige? How is she going to feel? Paige got the wedding and the marriage and the man, and she ended up with a baby. Unless she didn't want the wedding and the marriage and the man. So I don't know. All right, you guys. So we're about to hit our 45 minutes of this. And thank you guys so much for joining in and watching. Thank you to those of you who gave me a super chat. I am in the process of filming for my new channel. It's not a new channel. It's my old channel that I'm actually resurrecting. It is TKTHSTG, or you could just search Wahima Lino here on YouTube, and you'll see 2 channels, and you just go to subscribe to the other one. I'm going to be talking about my fibroid situation that's happening. I've already filmed that video and I'm editing them because there's 2 parts to it. I'm editing it. And yeah, you'll see that I've put in, thank you, Lynn J, for putting it there. You see that I have put in my Cash App and my Venmo, and that's because I am saving up for IVF. So it hurts me to do it, but I have to put that out there and try to get, as much as I can. So those of you who gave me super chats, thank you so much, because you know that money is going to go directly to that fund. All proceeds go directly into my savings account that I'm saving for that. And that's it. You guys have been wonderful, and it was lovely to see you. So Molly, again, thank you for the super chat. Courtney, thank you for the super chat. And Michelle, thank you for the super chat. Oh, I love this thing I'm doing. It gives me all the information, this new fancy situation that's going on. Michelle, yeah, those are my super chats. Thank you guys so much. You've been amazing. All right. To my moderators, Lynn J, Tiana, Aspasia. It looks like Mickey couldn't be in here today. I want to thank you guys so much. Those of you who've already sent me Venmos, listen, it's a shock to look at my thing and be like, oh my God, thank you so much. I appreciate it. You guys have a fantastic week. My next video coming out will be Love After Lockup. And then we have 90 Day Fiance on Sunday. And then we've got Bachelor on Monday, and then we've got Married at First Sight on Wednesday, and then, girl, we have Married at First Sight Australia. That's coming out as well. So, whew. Oh, Moral Lake, thank you so much for the Cash App. I appreciate it. Moral Lake, maybe? Thank you so much. I absolutely appreciate it. Thank you so much. Kirby, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it, you guys. Tweety says, did you check and see with ins? I don't know what that means. IVF, is it covered by your ins? Oh, what's insurance? Is that what you mean? Yes, I'm going through my insurance and I'm going to, use everything I can. It's still going to cost a lot of money. Whew, thank you guys so much. All right. Have a fantastic day. Remember to be you, be true, and find your place. I can't believe I forgot. Bye. Oh, did you guys notice that I was doing a 90s situation with my lips? I outlined my lips with dark brown and black, and then I just put a lip gloss in the center. I was giving you all of my 90s. Look at these. The bamboo earrings. At least 2 pair. I don't have a Fendi bag, but I have a bad attitude. I'm on Venmo. Maybe just search Wahima Lino. I'm definitely the only person. But I appreciated it anyway, for you looking for it, Raven. Thank you. Thank you, Raven. I appreciate you looking for it. All right, you guys. Have a fantastic weekend. Bye. Be safe.